Hello, welcome to Yoga Cedar Park with Veronica. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe to us. Also, during the stretching class, please no bouncing, no straining or forcing. Thank you. Today's class is stretch. So, if you are coming into this class cold, meaning you have not walked, ran, or did some kind of rigorous exercise, then stop the video. Go warm your muscles up for at least 10 to 15 minutes and then come back and see me. Thanks. Other safety issues during this class is no forcing or straining. So you know you're forcing or straining if 1, you're holding your breath, 2, you're clenching your teeth, 3, if you're cussing at me internally or externally during the video. So make sure that the stretches feel good. Yoga should feel good. Let's get started with some standing stretches, as I'm assuming that you're coming in from running or walking or some other kind of rigorous activity. Crossing right over left. Inhale, arms up, bend your right elbow. Grab the elbow with your left hand and exhale. Lean left. Hold here, breathing, especially into the right rib cage. It's a nice tricep stretch for your right tricep. It's a little bit of a balance challenge with your legs crossed. If you're feeling too much balance challenge, then simply uncross the legs. But crossing right over left will give you a good side stretch as well as the tricep stretch. We're going to hold for approximately 30 seconds and then switch. Notice if you're hollowing out your lower back. So try not to get too much extension like this in your back. Instead, tighten your tummy, pulling your belly button in towards your ribs so that you protect your lower back. As you inhale, next inhale, bring your arms back up, come center, exhale, hands to hips. Uncross the legs and shift your weight into your right foot. Bring the left over the right. Inhale, both arms up. Bend your left elbow. Grab it with your right hand. And exhale, lean to the right. Then try to expand the left rib cage as you inhale. Keep your belly button pulled up and in to protect the lower back again. Deep breath. On your next in-breath, come back to center, reach both the arms up, uncross the legs, and exhale, arms down the sides of the body. This time, inhale, arms forward and up. As you exhale, circle big, circle back, opening the chest. Interlace your fingers behind your lower back. Inhale, open the chest, stretching your pectoral muscles. And maybe look up, stretching the front line. Again, try not to hollow out the lower back. Belly button towards your spine. Deep breath. So the in-breath should create a little bit more stretch across the top of the chest and your pectoral muscles, and a little bit of your anterior deltoids up here. The out-breath should soften a little bit. Remember to gauge how much feels best for you today. This might feel different tomorrow or a week from today. Never force or strain. Next, exhale, release, allowing the shoulders to come forward and relaxing the fingers. This time, inhale, both arms up. As you exhale, bring your arms out to shoulder height, palms face me. Inhale, reach back, opening the chest again. As you exhale, bring your right arm across the body, bend your left elbow, and hook the elbows. Inhale, squeeze your right arm. As you exhale, slide the left arm all the way down towards your right wrist. Again, inhale, bend, hook, squeeze, exhale, slowly slide. Stretching your posterior deltoid, upper back shoulder. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, sliding all the way down, deepening the stretch. One more. This time, inhale, arms down, out, and up. Exhale, arms out to shoulder height. Inhale, reach back, open the chest. Exhale, left arm crosses across the body. Bend, right elbow, hook the elbows. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, slowly slide the right arm down towards your left wrist. Again, inhale, bend, hook, and squeeze. Exhale, sliding down. A few more. Last one. And then slowly relax. Shake it out, moving wrists, forearms, forward and back. Next exercise is called figure 4. So it's a standing hip stretch. So if you need the back of a couch, the back of the chair, the countertop, move to that secure space. So it's a bit of a balance challenge. Shift your weight into your right foot, hands to hips, bend your right knee, pick up the outside of the left ankle and place it on your right quadricep. The more you bend your right knee and press your hips back, bringing the chest down towards your right thigh, the more you're going to feel in the external rotators of the left hip. You'll feel more if you place your hands on the inside of the left leg and push the left knee down towards the floor. So only go to what you need to feel today. Only go to where your breath is still flowing easily in and out. Oh, a ladybug friend. Right knee remains bent. Flex your left ankle. Sometimes flexing the ankle here can protect the knee joint of the stretching hip. Good hip stretch. And this is a good one if you're out and about and you can't sit on the floor. Maybe the floor is muddy or wet, or there's not a comfortable place to sit. So these deep, big muscle stretches should be done for at least a minute. At least. If you're over the age of 40, it should be at least 90 seconds. So we're holding this one for just a little over a minute today. Feel free to lengthen any of these stretches. Tighten your core. To come out of it, slowly straighten the right leg. Bring shoulders back over hips. And then slowly release the left leg, bending the knees, walking it out a little bit. Let's try the other side. Shift weight into your left foot. Bend the left knee outside of right ankle to left quadricep. Flex the right ankle. Find where the stretch feels best. Hands can be on hips. Hands can be inside of right leg. And I want to show you my spine here. I'm trying to extend the spine, which creates a little bit more stretch. So I'm not hunching or rounding. Rather, I'm dropping the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades together, keeping my core a little bit active. And then if I want more, right hand to inside of right knee, gently push. And hold for at least a minute. Good balance challenge. So not only am I stretching the external rotators of my right hip, I'm strengthening my left ankle joint. Relax the shoulders. Notice again if you're clenching teeth. Top teeth should not be touching bottom teeth. Let everything be soft that can be. And slowly release. Straighten the left knee, shoulders back over hips. Then slowly, with control, release your right leg. And walk it out, bending the knees. The next stretch we're going to do is a quadricep stretch. So again, you might need that countertop or chair. You're going to bend your right knee and grab the top of the right foot with one hand, or you can do it with both. If you grab the foot with both hands, you'll get another pectoral stretch across the top of the chest here. Squeeze your right heel towards your right glute. If you cannot reach your foot, use a strap or a tie or a towel, something. You can also try this one laying down. So I'll demonstrate that one. But you might not be in a place where you can lay down comfortably. Also avoid arching the lower back here again. Belly button pulled up and in, little tuck of the tailbone. And holding for a minute. Deep breath. To come out of it, again, tighten your core. Slowly, with control, release the foot, hands to hips. And then walk it out, bending both the knees. Shift weight this time into your right foot. Bend the left knee and grab the top of the left foot with one or both hands. Open the chest, shoulders back and down. Heel to glute, squeeze. The biceps of your arms here, the biceps, should be active. You're squeezing the heel towards the glute for a stretch, for a good stretch. A stretch that doesn't compromise a smooth breath pattern. And then holding again for a minute. Another added balance challenge as well. Relaxing the face. And slowly releasing. Our next stretch is going to be a wide-legged forward fold. So take your feet out wider than shoulders and hips. If you can go wider than even that, great. So what we're stretching here is your adductors, the inner thigh muscles. Take a deep in breath here. As you exhale, soften the knees first and then hinge from the hips, coming forward and down. Hands can be on blocks. Hands can be on your mat or floor. Then relax the head down. Allow the head to be loose and heavy, dangling freely. Shift a little bit of weight towards your heels so that you're not leaning forward onto the toes. And then you're going to have to deepen your in-breath a little bit more here since your head's below the heart. Also keep your eyes open. If you have low blood pressure and you feel a little bit lightheaded, then you will breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. If you feel really dizzy, then come out of this stretch. If you want a little bit more, heel toe the feet out. If you want more than that, reach your hands back behind you, palms on the floor, reaching the fingertips as far back behind you as you can, and keep your head relaxed.
few more deep breaths. To come out of it, hands underneath you. Inhale, half lift.
Deep in-breath. Exhale, refold. Soften the knees and start to heel toe your feet in slowly towards one another. So this is a great exercise for the ankles. So go slow, no rush, until you get your feet hips distance apart, the insides of your seat bone, so maybe 6 inches. Again, you can have a block here in front of you if you need a little lift, a little support. Keep the knees soft. Right hand stays on your blocker mat. The knees should be bent. As you inhale, sweep your left arm out and up, and then start to extend, straighten the left knee. So if you're feeling too much with the left knee extended, then soften it, bend it a little bit to take some of the stretch off. If you need more feeling and you've got your left leg straight, then shift your weight to the outer edge of your left foot, so all the way over to the left, and that should create a little bit more feeling. So here what we're trying to lengthen and stretch is the iliotibial tract band, the IT band that runs from the hip and crosses the knee joint laterally on the outside of your left leg. Deep breath. Take one more in-breath. As you exhale, bend your left knee first, then drop the left arm down, forward fold, relax your head. Knees should be soft. Left hand on your blocker mat. As you inhale, both knees should be bent. Sweep the right arm out and up, and then start to straighten the right leg, catching your right IT band. When I was in school for physical therapy, we learned that stretching is just as important as working the muscles. If a muscle is too tight, it's prone to injury. So you must stretch. Now, if you're extremely flexible, then you need to work. Because muscles that are too flexible indicates laxity in the ligaments and tendons that attach the muscles to the bones. So make sure, if you're one of those ex-ballet students and you can place your head on your knees when you're in a forward fold, that you do some work to strengthen the muscles to stay safe and healthy. Take one more in-breath. As you exhale, rebend the right knee. Then relax your right arm down, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, refold. I'm going to turn to the side, but we're going to be in a forward fold here. In your forward fold, your knees should be soft or bent. The bottom of the belly should be connected with the top of the thighs, and then the head is relaxed. If you want a little bit more feeling, send your tailbone up towards the sky, towards the ceiling, keeping the knees a little soft. Remember, deeper in-breath here. If you want a little bit more feeling than that, you can grab elbows behind the legs and pull the head closer towards your legs, relaxing the neck. Eyes open. A couple more deep breaths. If you're holding on to elbows, relax them down. Inhale,
palms to shins, straighten the arms, pull the chest forward, lengthening.
As you exhale, refold, rebend the knees.
Palms to the mat. Let's step back into downward facing dog. In down dog, push through the heels of your hands, pressing the hips upward, pushing the heels downward. So now you should start to feel not just in your hamstrings, the backs of the thighs, but in the calf muscles. If you bend your knees a little tiny bit here and keep pressing the hips upward, pushing through the heels of the hands, you might catch the soleus muscle, which is located underneath the gastroc, the calf muscle, here located in the lower leg. Relax your head down. If downward facing dog feels too intense for you, then drop the knees.
Straighten one leg at a time, toes down, and push your heel towards the back wall.
All right, from downward facing dog, we're going to take another external rotator stretch for the hips called pigeon. Inhale, right leg lifts high. Exhale, lunge your right knee towards your right wrist, right foot towards your left wrist. Drop the left knee down. You can place it on a blanket if your left knee is a little tender, and then top of your left foot is also down. Come up tall onto the fingertips. Open the chest, hang out here with your breath, or you've got some options in your pigeon. You can bring your palms down to the mat, or you can place them on blocks. You can bring your elbows down to blocks or the mat. Take it slow. Be gentle and kind with your body. Flexibility should not be done quickly. There's no rush for flexibility. Maybe after a few breaths, your forehead can come down to a block or the mat, again without forcing or straining, without holding your breath. Slowly releasing pigeon, coming back to your elbows, then to your palms. Tuck the back toes. Lift the hips. Keep your right knee bent and make some circles. Then go the other way. Keep your head heavy, and then back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, lunge the left knee towards your left wrist, left foot towards your right wrist. Drop your right knee down to a blanket or the mat. Come up tall onto your fingertips. Take a few breaths here. When you're ready, slowly making your way down. No rushing. Maybe elbows down. When you're doing these stretches, imagine the oxygen and healing blood flowing into that area of tension. Allow that oxygen and blood to create space, healing, softness. And as you exhale,
Imagine the tension exiting the body. Slowly making your way out of your pigeon, making your way back to elbows, then palms. Tucking the right toes, lifting the hips. Downward facing dog. Sweeping the left knee around a couple circles each direction, head heavy and loose. Back to downward facing dog. Take a deep in breath here. As you exhale, bring your right foot forward. Drop the left knee down. Tighten your core here and place both hands on top of your right knee, pushing the shoulders back over the hips. For less feeling, push through the ball of your right foot and bring yourself away from the stretch. For more feeling, allow your hips to sink down towards the mat. Again, here we're protecting our lower back by keeping the core tight. Options for more here, left arm lifts, so that now we're stretching more of the left front line along with your left hip flexor. Maybe the right arm comes up, placing more weight, more stretch. Maybe you reach back. Again, as long as this deepening doesn't affect your breath pattern. Another option is to bend the elbows, thumbs, back of the neck, elbows are in, and lead with the elbows looking up. If elbows are bent, inhale, arms up. Exhale, everybody, hands re-surround the right foot. Hamstring stretch. Inhale, straighten the right leg and flex the right ankle so that the toes are up. So now you should be feeling a good stretch in the back of the hamstring and the calf muscle. If you're not feeling enough, slide your right heel towards the top of the mat. If you're feeling too much, place your hands up on blocks. And now let's try an exercise while we're stretching here to gain a little bit more flexibility. It's kind of a neurological way the body tricks the muscles into more flexibility. It's called autogenic inhibition, or contract, relax. So push your right heel down into the mat so that you feel the hamstring tighten. As you exhale, release and try to deepen the stretch. Again, inhale, drive your heel into the mat like you're going to pull your heel towards you, which should activate your hamstring, your right hamstring muscle. And then relax and deepen the stretch. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, press, contract. Exhale, soften, relax, deepen the stretch. 2 more. And hold here for a few more breaths, relaxing the hamstrings. Next, in breath, rebend the right knee. Drop the sole of the right foot. Exhale, slide your right leg back, coming to hands and knees. Take a deep in breath here. Exhale, left foot forward, coming into our hip flexor stretch for your right hip flexor. Left hand to left knee, right hand on top of left. Gently push the shoulders back, relax the shoulders down. Remember, if you need less feeling, push through the ball of your left foot to take away from the stretch. If you want more, allow the hips to sink down. Relax shoulders, tighten your core. If you want more than this, right arm comes up overhead. Maybe left palm meets your right overhead. Maybe the elbows bend, thumbs at the base of the skull. Soften the face and the jaw. Allow gravity to stretch your right hip flexor. This is a great muscle to stretch here, especially if you find yourself sitting too long during the day. To release, inhale, straighten the arms if you have them bent. Exhale, hands resurround the left foot. Inhale, try straightening the left leg and flexing the ankle toes up. Autogenic inhibition, or contract, relax again. Inhale, drive your left heel into the mat like you're gonna pull it towards your body. And then exhale, soften the left hamstring and fold. Again, inhale, push. Feel the muscle activate, then exhale, soften, and deepen the stretch. 3 more. Then we'll hold the stretch here for a few breaths. Remember, if you need more, slide your left heel towards the top of the mat. On your next in-breath, rebend the left knee, drop the sole of the left foot. As you exhale, slide your left leg back, coming to hands and knees. Take a deep in-breath here. Exhale, travel towards the top of the mat. Cross your ankles. Roll over the ankles through easy seat, and then extend your legs out in front of you long. Shift a little side to side until you feel your seat bones. Flex the ankle toes up, shoulders back over hips. Feel this extension in your spine. Inhale, arms out and up. As you exhale, forward fold over the legs, reaching for toes. If toes aren't reachable, use a strap or a towel. If you don't have a strap or a towel, palms up underneath the calf muscles or behind the knees or the hamstrings. Engage the biceps of your arms and pull the belly down. Then the chest. The head and neck will naturally follow the rest of the spine. So focus on the belly connecting first to thighs, then the chest. Try not to force the head forward of the shoulders. Keep a little tuck of the chin to help lengthen the cervical spine, but you want a nice extended spine here. Spines are not flat, so try not to flatten your back, but think about extending up and forward. Next in-breath, slowly release, bringing your shoulders back over the hips. Bend your right knee. Left hand outside of right foot. Extend, kick your right heel forward. Then sweep your right arm back behind you. Right thumb up. Drop your shoulder blade. You might have to bend the right elbow a little bit. And breathe here. If you want a little bit more stretch for the IT band and twist, then bring the right leg cross over the left. If you've had a hip replacement, I don't recommend crossing the leg.
Deep belly breath. With your in-breath, expand the belly, expand the rib cage three-dimensionally. With the out-breath, soften. Inhale, rebend the right knee, bring it in towards your chest. Exhale, release the right leg. Other side. Inhale, bend your left knee. Right hand outside of left foot. Kick your left heel forward. Try to extend the leg, and then sweep the left arm back behind you, dropping the shoulders. Deep breath. Try to remain upright and tall, shoulders over hips. Try not to hunch or round or lean back. Remember, extension through the spine. And then if you want a little bit more IT, band lengthening stretch, cross your left leg over the right. Next in-breath, unwind, bringing the left knee in towards your chest. And then exhale, extend. Bend both of your knees and bring your hips to the center of the mat. Grab behind the knees, tuck the chin, and slowly roll down onto your back. Head supported, comfortably rocking side to side, massaging the lower back a little bit. Next stretch, happy baby. Knees should be bent, ankles are flexed. Grab the insteps of the feet and then start to push the knees down, laterally and down. Keep a little tuck of the chin, push the back of your head into the mat. Press your tailbone down to lengthen the spine a bit. Arms should be engaged, pushing the knees down. Another good stretch for your adductors, the inner thighs. We've got one more stretch after this, and then you're done. Take one more in-breath. Exhale, heels together, release the feet, knees together. Hands on top of the knees, let's make some circles. Just to release any tension around your sacrum, the triangle-shaped bone at the base of the spine. And then go the other way. All right, supine twist, last one. Interlace your fingers right below the right knee, extend your left leg long onto the mat. Inhale, squeeze the right knee in towards your chest and rotate the ankle around a couple circles each direction. Next, exhale, left hand outside of right knee. Bring your right knee all the way across to the left. Connect the right toes behind the back of your left leg. Drop your right arm out to the right, palm up, and look right. Try to support your right shoulder in the mat. If it's not comfortable, then place a blanket or a block underneath it. And then breathe warm and wide across your lower back here. Good stretch for your piriformis muscle too. Your piriformis muscle attaches at the sacrum and then all the way towards the head of the femur of the hip. Also stretches the glutes a little bit. Deep breath. I've said in previous classes that if your piriformis muscle gets too tight, it can compress the sciatic nerve that runs all the way down the backside of your leg, creating pain, numbness, weakness. So it's a good idea to keep the piriformis muscle stretched. Pigeon is also a great piriformis stretch. And we did that one earlier. Next in-breath, unwind, come back to center. Bring both the knees into the chest. Interlace fingers below the left knee. Extend your right leg long onto the mat. Inhale, squeeze the left knee and rotate the left ankle around, a couple circles each direction. On your next exhale, right hand guides the left knee all the way across. Drop your left arm out to the left, palm up, and look left.
Make sure left toes are connected at the back of the right leg. With every in-breath, expand the belly, expand the lower back muscles. With every out-breath, soften. Try to relax the glutes, especially the right glute. And again, always, never struggling or straining. Inhale, slowly unwind, bringing knees back to the chest, gently rocking side to side. 2 options here. You can take a final relaxation, lying flat on your back, feet mat distance apart, arms along the sides of the body with the palms up. Drop the eyelids, deep in breath through your nose. Exhale, sigh out of the mouth, and seal the lips. Stay here as long as you need, as you feel today. Remembering that rest is just as important as the work. You need it. You need it for repair of muscles. If after your workouts you're very sore with delayed onset of muscle soreness or DOMS, I recommend ice. It's typically the best way to remedy that. After ice is rest. Allow the muscles to repair. They're actually torn. That's why it hurts. Stay here. Or roll to your favorite side. Knees are bent. Bottom arm is a pillow. Deep in breath through your nose. Exhale, sigh out of your mouth. Straighten your top leg. Use it as counterweight. Safely press up with your top hand. Coming back into a seated position. Legs crossed. Thank you for attending stretch class. And thank you for taking care of your body. Our bodies are remarkable. Be thankful that you're able to move and breathe and feel. Namaste.